मत भुलाना जो कल काम किया है वो भी पाना your heart is lost never forget you're all you think you do child you're born to regret your heart is lost never forget you're all you think you do child you're born to regret
Watch.
बोलो कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की जय, बोलो श्री महादेव भगवान की जय। My dear friends, at this time, let me take quick project of Assalamualaikum, pleasant good morning to one and all. This morning, as we are about to perform beginning our Christian start for the I ask of you, my dear friends, that please kindly stand. For those who cannot stand for whatever reason, please remain seated. Hari Om, Pavitra Pavitra Maha Sarvashranga to Api Vahaya Pushpul Kasya Shabdasti Om Namo Sri Ajam Sudhotasya Amukta Vedasyam Eram Sri Ganga Snananam Naikete Tavo Pradeshtatam Hari Om Sri Krishna Charanam Namaya Namaha. As we do it, hand before the hands together. We speak to that Lord Divine Bhagavan today. Once again, we come knocking on your door, O Prabhu. As we beg of thee, O Lord, surrender this soul unto thee. Today, O Lord, we beg of thee for your blessings to have received that soul in your arms and to drive that soul to its journey without any problems. And more so, Prabhu, to the members who are bereaved, to grant them the strength, the courage and the wisdom to go about performing their duties, their daily duties, without any problems and difficulties. Give them that peace and solace in their mind, O Prabhu. As we come before thee, O Lord, this day, we beg for your darshanam. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Shri Ganeshaya, Om Namo Shri Krishnaya Namah, Om Shri Mahapitraya Namo Namah. Hari Om Gananantva Ganganapati Gum Havamahim, Priyanantva Priyapati Gum Havamahim, Nidhinantva Niripati Gum Havamahim, Basurama Amjan Garbaham Avajasi Garbaham, Moviganai Rupaya Paramananda Rupine, Krishnaya Gopinate Govindaya Namo Namam. Anari Nirano Deva Shanka Chakra Gadadhara, Akshay Pundari Kaksha, Preta Muksha Pradho Bhava, Preta Muksha Pradho Bhavaya Namam. Hari Om. Those of you keep the flower in your hands. Here. What's her correct name? What's her correct name? Hansrajie. Hansrajie. Keep that name in your mind. Take your names in your mind. Today's day, the name of your village, and the purpose that we are all standing here to perform. Right? And take her name also in your mind. Hari Om Vishnu Vishnu Namo Paramatman Puram Purushottamam Adhya Shri Shvedvara Kalpa Vaishva Manvantare Asavin Sadva Samitama Kali Charane Jambu Deepe Trinidad Deshe Shri Woodland Nagar Shri Mangal Gramasham Amuk Paksh Amuk Titau Amuk Vishar Amuk Chetre Amuk Surya Shri Hansrajie Mukha Pretasyam Shri Pindadanasya Shri Anteshti Sanskaranang Sama. So recite together with me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudev Aye Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudev Aye Namaha. One more time. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudev Aye Namaha. Bolo Krishna Kanhaiya Lal ki Jai. Offer the flowers. Offer the flowers and only. Here. Taking one pinda. Make sure you have a piece of kush glass there. You have a tulsi leaf on it. Turn the palm upwards. Axatal, turn the palm. Om. And when you put it, finger up. Om Adimukta Ghotasya Mukta Pretasyam Hansrajie Mukha Pretasyam Shri Pindasya Me Dhyete Tavo Pratishtatam Iti Shri Shri Pindasya Me Dhyete Tavo Pratishtatam Shri Jal Me Antapipinda Jal Me Dhyete Tavo Pratishtatam. Alright, come back. Put on that. Take water now, stand right there. Everybody touch hands. And stretch your hands out and drop it 3 times. Om Adimukta Ghotasya Amukta Pretasyam. You all can have your seat, please. Thank you. Om Adimukta Ghotasya Amukta Pretasyam Shri Hansrajie Mukha Pretasyam Shri Ganga Jal Me Dhyete Tavo Pratishtatam. Om Adimukta Ghotasya Mukta Pretasyam Adimukta Ghotasya Shri Chandanamay Dhyete Tavo Pratishtatam Adimukta Ghotasya Mukta Pretasyam Iram Shri Chandanamay Dhyete Tavo Pranasham Dhyete Tavo Pratishtatam. Put it back. Put your sense. Look at Om Adimukta Ghotasya Mukta Pretasyam Shri Gandhadvara Drishte Namo Namaham Samarpya. Om Adimukta Ghotasya Mukta Pretasyam Pushpate Me Dhyete Tavo Pratishtatam Iti Shri Anteshti Sanskaranam Samarpyami. Hari Om Namo Shri Krishna Sharanam Mamaya Namo Namaham. Hari Om Namo Shri Krishna Sharanam Mamaya Namo Namaham. Om Adimukta Ghotasya Amukta Pretasyam Idam Shri Dhyete Tavo Tam Dhyete Tavo Pratishtatam. Hari Yam Gore Mahadware Anartha Varta Trailokya Dipya Jyotirnamavastute Namo Nam. Om Yam Gore Mahadware Anartha Varta Trailokyam Dipya Armano Pratishtatam Dipya Armano Pratishtatam. Om Adimukta Ghotasya Mukta Pretasyam Dhyete Tavo Pratishtatam. Om Adimukta Ghotasya Mukta Pretasyam Chandanamay Dhyete Tavo Pratishtatam. Om Adimukta Ghotasya Mukta Pretasyam Iram Shri Chandanamay Dhyete Tavo Pratishtatam. Gandhadvaraya Drishte Namo Namaha Samarpyami. Hari Om. Ghotasya Mukta Pretasyam Shri Pushpate Me Dhyete Tavo Pratishtatam. Om Ghore Mahadvara Trailokya Dipya Armano Pratishtatam. Dipya Armano Pratishtatam. Om Adimukta Ghotasya Mukta Pretasyam Shri Ganga Jal Me Dhyete Tavo Pratishtatam. Sadbhutam Karisham Namo Namah. Om Adimukta Ghotasya Mukta Pretasyam Iram Shri Chandanamay Dhyete Tavo Pratishtatam. Gandhadvaraya Drishte Namo Namaha Samarpyami. Hari Om.
sir. Huh?
Switch it on.
Leading mode.
Om Yam
Adamukta
Sham Shri Pushte Naithete Tavo Pratishtatam. Om Namo Yam Ghore Mahadvari Anarthavrata Trailokyam Dipya Armano Pratishtatam Pratishtatam. Say one side. Adya Mukta Ghotasya Mukta Pretasya Shri Ganga Maidhyete Tavo Pratishtatam. Chandan. Maidhyete Tavo Pratishtatam. Essence. Om Mukta Pretasyam Idam Shri Gandhadhvara Drishte Namo Namaha Samarpayami Hari Om. No, Om Adya Mukta Ghotasya Mukta Pretasyam Idam Shri Pushpate Maidhyete Tavo Pratishtatam. Om Yam Gore Mahadvare Anarthavrata Trailokyam Dipya Armano Pratishtata Dipya Armano Pratishtata. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namaha Hari Om. Adya Mukta Ghotasya Mukta Pretasyam Shri Hansrajie Mukha Pretasyam Shri Ganga Snananam Nidhyete Tavo Pratishtatam. Gandhadhvaraya Drishte Namo Namaha Samarpayam. Chandan. Yes, no, when we are ready for that. Om Adya Mukta Ghotasya Mukta Pretasyam Idam Shri. Let him sit down yet now. When we finish this part, then we go bring him.
Sit down, sit down.
Let me sit down yet. Just when we go bring him in. I want to finish out this part here first. Mala. Om Adya Mukta Ghotasya Mukta Pretasyam Idam Shri Pushpate Maidhyete Tavo Pratishtatam. Om Ghore Mahadvare Anarthavrata Trailokyam Dipya Armano Pratishtatam. Dipya Armano Pratishtatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namaha. Go back on the line. My dear friends, again, I ask of you to stand. Those who cannot stand, we're going to do the arti now. Here we're taking a time. We do 3 times here, and then we start to walk around, waving white and walking around. We're doing 5 rounds. That will be stop. We better than finish. Then we stop here, and then we. Jai Krishna Hare, Shri Krishna Hare, Dukhiyon ko dukh dur kare. Jai 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 Krishna Hare, Jai Krishna Hare, Shri Krishna Hare, Dukhiyon ko dur kare. Jai 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 Krishna Hare. जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो, आशा करूर किनारा हो। जब चार तरफ अंधियारा हो, आशा करूर किनारा हो। और कोई न केवलहारा हो, फिर तो ही भेरा पार करो। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे, श्री कृष्ण हरे। झुकियों को दुख दूर करे। जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर ले, विष को भी अमृत कर ले।
तू चाहे तो सब कुछ कर दे, विष को भी अमृत कर दे, पूर्ण करके की आशा, ये पूर्ण कर ले सबकी आशा, जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे, जो भी तेरा ध्यान धरे, जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय कृष्ण हरे, श्री कृष्ण हरे, झुकियों को दुख दूर करे, जय 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 कृष्ण हरे, जय 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 कृष्ण हरे। बोलो कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की जय। My dear friends, today we are all gathered here to pay our humble respects to our dear called a mother, a sister, a daughter, a grandmother, a great-grandmother. But as the poet rightly would have said, "Tu tagaye hai mala." The mala, the string of that mala had now been broken. It separates itself. Just as the mala today, that you notice it wasn't attached together. It was being broken. What it simply means, my dear friends, that the ties that you had once had upon the plane of the earth had now been separated. Devotees and friends, this body that is lying before us is lifeless. On a pronouncement, as we will term it to be death, but actually nothing dies, two elements would have left the body. The air element and the fire element, the heat element, would have gone back to its original source. Today what we have here is the other three to dispose of. But by placing this body into the fire, nothing, those other elements would not be destroyed. It cannot be destroyed, because none of us can destroy air, none of us can destroy the earth, none of us cannot destroy the water, the sun, etc. The void that will be here is that the space that she would have occupied would no longer be. That's the only difference. Today, what we are seeing here calls for a serious introspection within thyself. Human beings, we have a tendency, to run and clamoring to grab this and grab that and to have accumulate so much. But I want, and in every single funeral that I perform, I ask people to come and look into this coffin, look into the hands of this individual, and see all, how many years? 80 plus years? 80 plus. 80 plus. I remember last year when I performed her puja, we celebrate her birthday. Today she is leaving everything that she had worked and labor and toil day and night for. It remains right here. Nothing is going in this coffin, save and except a 5 yard of cloth to cover the nakedness of the physical body. Devotees and friends, I'm not telling to you, do not have a nice house, do not work and to acquire and to have. But what I'm telling to you, there is something greater than that. The purpose is even more greater than that. That is to make oneness with your divine. How are we going to do so? We will need to, for each and every one of us, our own architects. We need to pave the path which we wish to tread upon when that time will come along. Because I tell to you, my dear friends, irregardless of how much we love this individual, after reaching the Shamshad, the cemetery or the crematorium grounds,
when this body will set ablaze, we'll all return back and we'll go to our various homes. Who and what will be going with this individual on this journey for 11.5 months? When you go back home, my dear friends, I want you to take a little time off for yourself. Some may have a very busy schedule from here back to work or whatever. But I want you to take just 5 minutes and ponder what it is that I am doing, who it is will go on this journey with me, who will be mine accompany, who will accompany me. Friends, it will be based upon 3 things. Mana, the mind. Krama, actions. Vachan, the words. The manner in which we will think, the manner in which we will speak, and the manner in which we will perform respective duties with our hands. Actions. These 3 will tell today how she would have performed, and they will be standing on both sides of the shoulder. If it was pure good, then pure good will surround her. If it was a mixture, then it will be separated. Shubh karma on the right, ku karma on the left. Nobody can determine that for you. I and you alone will be able to determine that. No parents, no children, nobody can do it for you. Neither your guru, your priest, or whoever it is. They cannot do that for you. Each and every one of us are responsible for our very own. So today she is reminding mankind, oh man, each and every one of us will have to pass this road one day. We will have to take this journey one day. The circumstances might be different. But to pass this road one day, we will all have to pass this road. Friends, we are privileged today to be alive, and to be here to move around. Millions around the globe today did not make it to see the sunrise. What are we doing? We are still bickering. We are still causing hate amongst ourselves and our families and members of the village and what have you. No, I'm not, mind you, please, I'm not pointing fingers to nobody. In a general statement I'm using. There's no room for that, my dear friends. Sri Ram says to Vibhishan in the Lanka Khan of Ramchatrabanas that, oh Vibhishan, if mankind were to build a chariot and fill the chariot with good deeds and goodness, and there will be no space for negatives, then what will happen? Everything that I see, everything that I do or act, it will be based upon love. It will be based upon goodness. So, my dear friends, and even more worse since last year as we enter into this pandemic, it shows us that the many things that we run and clamor for on a daily basis is of no value to us. What is more value to us at this time? Our health, right? This is why we ask to use the protocols. Many are clamoring to go to receive their vaccine. They're endangering their life. They're taking a chance because they want to stay alive. But if we want to stay alive, my dear friends, do it with a purpose. Live life with a purpose. For very sadly, when I say these words, many becomes offended, but it's only the fact. Many of us as human beings today, we are only occupying a space because we have the privilege to. Dharma Shastra, in our scriptures, it tells us, Arichara Laka Chaurasi Yoni Brahma Jiva Vinashi Sura Dura Lava Saba Grantan Gava. That out of the 8.4 million species of life, this is the highest of them all. We have walked our way through to earn this. Why? Because our mission is to merge Atman with Param Atman, the soul with the super soul. To break the cycle of Avagaman, the cycle of birth and death. Not to return back to this earth. Just like the stairs, it leads to the platform and the doorway there. When you already walk your way up, now we have a decision to make. Either we can go do whatever is necessary to go inside, or turn back and go back down to the very beginning to start the trend again. Does it make sense? I and you have to sit down and make the decision. Whether that making sense, that I have to go back down. Should I go back down and work again? That for which I already have toiled, I have to redo it again. Then to make a decision what to do. The time is now, my dear friends. Let us do some reflection. Let us take time off to think for ourselves. What is our purpose upon this earth? From whence have I came? What's my purpose here now? And at the end, where am I going? These three things, when we can answer these three questions, my dear friends, then we'll have something to base upon. Other than that, my dear friends, if we do not know these three things, then we are living a life, like I've just said, just occupying a spot without any purpose. Today, Mama, she would have served her time. Many of us, we may say that probably she could have lived a little longer. But life does not measure by days, months and years. It is true, the Shur Karma, the good deeds that she would have performed, so much the breath was being allotted to that individual. And when that swasa, that last breath comes, when that time comes, that's it. Wherever there is birth, my dear friends, we must know there will be what will term to be death. We need to make preparations for that. We need to make the arrangements, just as we will make arrangements for long in hand, for some functions or so, or some other event here. Let us try to make preparations for when this time comes around. Because, my dear friends, I have said these words many, many years ago, and I'm going to repeat it again today. There will be a time, and not too far in the future distance, this what we are seeing here will it will not be possible. We may not have the children with us to perform our rites, our rituals. So then what happens? Let us take time off to do it and prepare ourselves. So when that time comes, whosoever there, if there is anybody at all and they are willing to do it, then so be it. But other than that, I and you would have already made our preparations. Friends, I'm not here to mamagai no one. I do not do that. But I'm here to tell to you the facts of life. At this time, we'll join in this simple bhajan. As we glorify the Divine Lord and Master, the bhajan tells us that the trees does not partake of its fruits. The water does not partake of its own, and likewise nothing. They give selflessly. Look at a mango tree when it's there. When it has fruit, what happens? Does the branch perch up in the air? No. It turns downwards. He said, Ma, I thank you for the blessings and opportunity that you have given to me to bring forth this fruit, so that those who will pass and receive it will be able to partake of your blessing. Those who know the bhajan, please join with me. Nadiyan piye kabhi apna jal, वृक्षम चाहे कभी अपने फल, नदियाँ न पिए कभी अपना जल, प्रेक्षण काए कभी अपने पर, अपने तन का मन का धन का जो करे ध्यान रे, वो सच्चा इंसान बने इस धरती का भगवान। नदियन पिए कभी अपना जल, प्रेक्षण काए कभी अपने पल। अगर सज से का अंग जले और दुनिया मिटा सेवा सरे, दीपक से उसके जीवन ओ तू जो है, जो को अपना प्रकाश है। धर्म है जिसका भगवत गीता सेवत रे इंसान रे, वो सच्चा इंसान रे, इस धरती का भगवान रे। Friends, even though the river is filled to capacity, it never consumes its own water, the tree never partakes of its own fruit. It bears it that whosoever offers his body, mind and wealth in the service for the benefit of others, such a person is very God upon this earth. For as we burn the incense, as we will notice here, and it gives to the world that sweet fragrance, the lamp sheds its light toward us, so to life of righteous individual is like a lamp that sheds the rays to all. It is his dharma, duty, to serve the scriptures as a journey through life. को चाहे कोई गुणगान करे, चाहे करे निंदा कोई, again, चाहे कोई गुणगान करे, चाहे करे निंदा कोई, फूलों से कोई सत्कार करे, ये कांति छवि को जाए को, अरे कोई जाए को, प्रमाण की दोनों जिससे के लिए ये समान है, वो दान भरे इस धरती का भगवान रे। नरियन पिए अपना चल, प्रेक्षण काए कभी अपने पर, प्रेक्षण काए। Dear friends, whenever God seeks him, whether he is welcomed with flowers or encounter thorns along the pathway, it makes no difference to him, for both honor and dishonor are the same. You see, my dear friends, in life today, someone will speak a bit harsh to us. We may not feel good. So what do we do to appease ourselves? We return back the same type of sentiments. And that builds. And what it happens? While that is building, it is separating us. It is pushing us further and further away from one another. This is what the bhajan is telling us, Bhagavan, through the medium of all the scriptures. Unity, togetherness. Just like the mala, they were not separated, but they are one together. They were together. We must be like that, my dear friends. This is why the mala has been broken today. When this mala has been broken, my dear friends, then what happens? We scatter and we become very easily encountered. So today, the facts of life, in this short message, my dear friends, let us do this introspection within ourselves. Let us know from where have I come, what's my purpose here, and where am I going after. Let us understand manakrama vachan, the thoughts that I harbor into the mind, the words that I speak and the action that I perform will be the things that I make in preparation, the pathway upon which I wish to travel upon. Let us pay heed to these small gestures that I have given to you. And if you can recognize them and act accordingly, my dear friends, then I tell to you, when the time comes like Mama, there's nothing to worry about. Prem Sabalo Sri, Krishna Kanhayala Leki. If there's anybody among the members, or anybody here wishes to say anything, you can come now while I'm going inside to perform 2 pinda. Right? So you can take on, Auntie, until, right? Come. Take this. Come. Come. You want to take it and you want to take it. We are not to go tower then. Come. Put on some.
Tadi dong.
Madam. Oh, daddy want some nonsense? Yeah. When I want come.
You want her everybody? Morning. As we bid farewell to Didi, I would just like to say she was a person who lived a life, an exemplary life. And from her, we could all learn very, very precious lessons that we could apply to our lives. She was a person who was always giving. Giving and giving and giving. She was never a person to look to receive. Whatever her love, her plans, her assistance, if there's any function, if there's anything anywhere, she would always be there. She never complained. She had a very difficult life. She had a very difficult life. But she, like the lotus flower, she lived in the slush and the murky waters, but she was never tarnished by it. No matter the water rose, she would always stay above. She took care of her family, her children, her grandchildren, and she even lived to see her 2 great-grandchildren sitting here. One of her greatest fears in life, see that gentleman sitting there? Her son. Her greatest fear in life was for this to happen, for the good Lord to take her and leave him behind, because she was so concerned about him and what will happen to him. But my dear friends, dear, you don't have to worry, girl. I know you're hearing wherever you are. She will be well taken care of. Because you see this young lady sitting here, she follows in her mother's and her grandmother's footsteps. And Betty ho to Icy. I wish everybody could have a daughter like she was a daughter to her mother and her daughter to her. So today, the leaf has broken away from the branch and the wind has taken it and gone. Say friendship is broken, relationship is broken. when that happens, the pain is unbearable. Patta tute dar se leke pavan urai, yari tute yar se ऐसा दुख ना पाए, फूल से भंवरा उड़ गए, फूल रहे को मिला, फूल बेचारा क्या करे, सरोवर में मिल जाए। बिरहीन गए सोए कवन, नगिन वाले गए रे, बिरहीन गए सोए कवन, नगिन वाले गए रे। अखिया उघारी देखो, अखिया उघारी देखो सखिया, यह ठगनी की देश कवन, नगिन वाले गए रे, यह ठगनी की देश कवन, नगिन वाले गए रे। पाँचो चोर बारह दारुनिया, पाँचो चोर बारह दारुनिया, बैठे घटियाल गाई कवन, नगिन वाले गए रे, बैठे घटियाल गाई कवन, नगिन वाले गए। तारा ज्ञान को कीजे, तारा ज्ञान को कीजे, कुंजी सुरतिल गाई कवन, नगिन वाले गए, सुरतिल गाई कवन, नगिन वाले गए। साहिब कबीर का दिहरा, साहिब कबीर के दिहरा, बिरहीन बिचारी कवन, नगिन वाले गए रे, बिरहीन बिचारी कवन, नगिन वाले गए रे। Just a chorus says, while we sleep, no one knows who came and took that precious gem away. That precious gem of our breath, our life. So dear, go in peace, my Bahini. Go in peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
So, devoted friends, at this time we'll have the members of the family, sisters and exit this way, very, very orderly. Not like a fish market, right? If this is happening, yeah. If it is happening in a disorderly manner, then I'm going to stop and I'm going to proceed with the body. Okay? Please, very, very careful, quietly. So while this is happening, let us all join together. जय राम सीता राम जय
जय
राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय 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 राम
श्री राम जय 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 राम
रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन जयता राम सीता राम राम जय सीता राम राम जय सीता राम श्री जय 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 ओ राम मंगल भवनाय मंगल भवनाय हरि द्रवहो सोधस रथया जे रवि हरि जय राम सीता राम जय राम सीता राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम रघुपति राघव राजा राम नारायण नारायण नारायण
श्रीमन्नारायण नारायण नारायण
श्रीमन्नारायण नारायण नारायण श्रीमन्नारायण नारायण नारायण
श्रीमन्नारायण नारायण नारायण
स्वामी नारायण 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 स्वामी नारायण नारायण हो नारायण स्वामी नारायण नारायण हो नारायण स्वामी नारायण
नारायण
नारायण स्वामी नारायण नारायण
नारायण
हरि नारायण 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 हरि नारायण 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 हरि नारायण 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 हरि नारायण 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 हरि नारायण नारायण
नारायण
कृष्ण
नारायण नारायण नारायण
कृष्ण
नारायण नारायण नारायण
कृष्ण नारायण 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 कृष्ण नारायण
नारायण
नारायण कृष्ण नारायण
नारायण नारायण
कृष्ण
नारायण नारायण नारायण
कृष्ण नारायण 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 कृष्ण नारायण
नारायण नारायण
कृष्ण नारायण नारायण नारायण
कृष्ण नारायण 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 कृष्ण नारायण नारायण नारायण
कृष्ण नारायण नारायण
नारायण
हरि ओम हरि ओम ओम नमो वासुदेवाय Om Namo Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Sing, my dear friends. I want you to join.
Om Namo
Blend your voices as we sing the blessings of Bhagavan Krishna.
Devaya.
Oh Bhagavan Krishna, today, O Lord, we come for Savan Singh, O Prabhu, to receive our dear mother in your arms and take that soul to its journey where there is no coming back, O Prabhu. Today we
Om
pray.
Namo Bhagavate
Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate
Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Shri Krishna Govinda
Hare Murari. He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Na Govinda Hare Murari. Maka. Gita betul. Yana Vasudeva. Krishna Govinda Hare Murari. He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. 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 उस पार लगा देना जुबान मेरी मेरा. उस पार लगा देना. सिखा देना. भगवान मेरी नैया उस पार लगा मेरा. अब तक तो निभाया है, आगे भी निभा लेना.
दल भल के साथ माया तेरे मुझे जो आकर तब दुख ना रहना. आके चुरा लेना. तो है आगे भी निभा लेना. तुम इष्ट मैं उपासक, तुम पूजा मैं पूजा. यदि सत्य है तो स्वामी सच करके दिखा देना भगवान मेरी नैया उस पार लगा देना अब तक तो निभाया है आगे भी निभा लेना आगे भी निभा लेना आगे भी निभा लेना
Devotees and friends will have you she done now. Which is the unit?
Stephanie.
Okay.
She can't see it. She can't see it. She cannot see it. She can't see it.
Sitaram, Assalamu alaikum. Good day to every one of you who have joined us today to celebrate the life of a beautiful soul, Hansrajie Singh, commonly known to everyone as Mama. Mama was born in the village of Last Woodland to Popo on the 20th of November. Helen Marian stands for that Mai was always well taken care of until her very last breath. As she told me herself, Mama was tough growing up, and even as a child, she never allowed anyone to take advantage of her or her loved ones. She grew up with her two siblings, Anarkali, fondly known as Tanti Baby, and Premchand.
Can I little breakdown there?
24. Mama played the role of mother, and she was excellent at this. Mama was she loved her friends, whether she spent time with them at the temple, going for walks, or just hanging out.
No definition.
The internet has to give them some
Something
trouble.
has a problem there.
Sitaram, Assalamu alaikum. Good day to each and every one of you who have joined us today to celebrate the life of a beautiful soul, Hansrajie Singh, lovingly known to everyone as Mama. Mama was born in the village of Last Woodland to Popo and Ramkilawan.
Alright. That's it. Can I break down this?
Come closer to the end of the rituals and offerings. We are going to do the final arati and we'll offer prayer and do our final biddings, right? And after that, we'll make preparations to go to the ground. So, Please, those who can stand again, I invite you to stand and join me. And then you walk around again. Right? The same process, right? Om Yang Ghore Mahadvari Anarthavarta Trailokya Deepya Aramano Pratishtatam Ajandhere मिले हैं हम इंसान सूरत चमका तेरे में है हम इंसान. Bhagavan, today, O Lord, we are to be in this darkness, O Lord. May you dispel the darkness with the light of divinity, O Bhagavan. अंधेरे में है हम इंसान ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान भक्त रहे हम राह दिखारे भगवान राह दिखारे भक्त रहे हम राह दिखारे भगवान राह दिखारे करम करम पर किरण विचारे भगवान किरण विचारे इन यकीन को प्रभु करा दे इन यकीन को प्रभु करा दे ज्योति से पहचान ज्योति से पहचान आज अंधेरे में है हम इंसान. Bhagavan, today, O Lord, that we are lost away in this barren world, O Lord, we humbly ask, O Lord, to lead us on the righteous path. Show us the ray of light, O Lord, every step, and bless us so that our eyes may recognize your divine light. ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान हम तो है संतान तिहारी प्रभु संतान तिहारी हम तो है संतान तिहारी प्रभु संतान तिहारी तेरी दया पर हम अधिकारी प्रभु है हम अधिकारी तेरी दया पर हम अधिकारी प्रभु है हम अधिकारी या हो वे सुखी हमारे दुनिया हो बेसुखी हमारे ऐसा दे वरदान ऐसा दे वरदान आज में है हम इंसान ज्ञान का सूरज चमका दे भगवान. Devotees and friends, as we place our hands together, eyes closed, take flowers. Look, giving you flowers. As we beg of Bhagavan Krishna, that O Lord, today we ask for forgiveness of the soul of this whilst alive, if she had caused any pain, agony. Friends, at this time I ask of you to raise your hands and you send your mercies and your blessing, your forgiveness to that soul as it begins its journey this day. Om Anari Nilano Deva Shankha Chakra Gadadhara Akshaye Pundare Kaksha Preta Muksha Pradho Bhava Om Narayani Sulishrishta Lakshmi Kanta Janardanam Animi Tarpanartayam Preta Muksha Pradho Bhava Preta Muksha Pradho Bhava Shiva Hare Shiva Rama Sake Prabhu Krishna Nivadan Prabhu Jaganeshwar Parahi Pahi Ma
Shiva Hare Shayanam Guru Me Balam Vilam Kushalam Jai Mangalam Kushalam Jai Mangalam Pratibilam Kushalam Jai Mangalam Mata Chapita Tvameva Bandhu Chasakha Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva
Adhyav Shanti Antariksham Shanti Shanti Apa Shanti Oshare Shanti Vanaspati Shanti Vishwadeva Shanti Brahma Shanti Swargam Shanti Shanti Eva Shanti Sama Shanti Riddhi Om Atma Shanti Bhava Om Atma Shanti Bhava Om Atma Shanti Bhava Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Om Shri
Krishna Sharanam Mama Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama Ki Jai
Mahapitreva Bhagavan
Ki Jai
Sat Sanatan Dharma
Ki Jai.
Those who want to come and view now, who didn't get the opportunity to view, please do so now. Within 10 minutes from now, leaving. Okay?
Yup.
Thank you.
राम नाम सत्य है, राम नाम सत्य है।
Thank you.
Sorry, sir.
Om Ayam Bhutasya Mukha Pretasyam Iram Sri Jasipal Tendasyam Jete Tavo Pratishthatam Apa wata wrong side? Five housing है सुनेगा हिम्मत हिम्मत मेरी क्वेश्चन ओम यम घोरे महाद्वारे अनंत त्रैलोक्यम दीप्त अरमानो प्रतिष्ठित दीप्त अरमान यस्कोल जाने में यदि पुलिस का मतलब राधा सत्य है यही सब रखते हैं ओम श्री पंचतत्वार शांति pick up the holy cross and come we're going holy cross and everything so holy cross or yeah राम नाम सत्य है 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 राइट स्टॉप राम नाम सत्य है ओम यम घोरे महाद्वारे त्रैलोक्यम एक अरमानो प्रतिष्ठितम एक अरमानो प्रतिष्ठितम Once I stop, I'll stop it, right? राम नाम सत्य है 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 ओम राम नाम सत्य है कौन है भाई ओम श्री राम नाम सत्य है 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 Tonight, I'm going to tell you what we do around Please get about it. Come up a little. Come. Alright, good. Good. One more. One complete set. Om Yam Dhoni Mahadvari. Let's break the trail of your deep Aramano. Prateshtata. So, my dear friends, this is where we say our final goodbyes. This is our final destiny. So, let us place our hands and eyes closer. We think of that Lord Bhagavan Krishna and we surrender. Hari Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Om Namo Vigane Rupaya Paramananda Rupine Krishna Gopinatha Govindaya Namaha. Yam Brahma Varun Sunwanta Revivai Vede Sangai Pranokaran Shri Gandhyam Samagam Jnana Vastargatena Manasa Pashanjam Yoginam Yasvancham Navilu Sudashuraganam Eva Tashmai Namo Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namah. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namah. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Bolo Krishna Kalyan Ki Jai.
What it is you want them to see? No, I doing this every day, so leave it up to me. Alright?
Krishna Sharanam Mama Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Right. Evening God. Namaskar.
We're gonna run everyone.
Right. Give somebody that look out. Right? On top of the glass. So you come through and stand up there and I will show you. Recite in your mind. Om Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna. Namah. Right? Right. Om Namo Bhagavate Narayanaaya Ajamukha Bhotasya Mukha Pretasya Shri Hansrajie Mukha Pretasya Shri Tilanjali Dharme Ete Tavo Pratishtata. Om Ajamukha Bhotasya Mukha Pretasya Shri Hansrajie Mukha Pretasya Tilanjali Dharme Ete Tavo Pratishtata. The last one had come from the center. The Robin, somebody else get it. Om Ajamukha Bhotasya Mukha Pretasya Idam Shri financially tell me the whole Pratishtha. Both side push. Right. Pull back. Done. Pull the right up. Pull the right. Right. Push up. This side out. Walking in hand in the center. Yeah. Forward. I'm not in too much on this one. Right. Come. First one, come. Little bit. Little bit. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namo Namah Samarpayami. Om Namo. Go ahead. Hold your hands holding the center. And then right. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Let's forward. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namah. 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 Mahapitra Devaya Namo Namah. Sarva Pitraya Namo Namah. Right. Bow to the grass the time. You took out the shoulder. You took out. Go back to the time. Let's cut out the other one. Yeah, it's a cover. It is mine animal. I time animal. They have to hold on. Every time we play, we just play the other way.
Sitaram, Assalamu alaikum. Good day to each and every one of you who have joined us today to celebrate the life of a beautiful soul, Hansrajie Singh, lovingly known to everyone as Mama. Mama was born in the village of Las Woodland to Popo and Ramkilawan on the 20th of November 1940. Mama's father died when she was only 3 years old, but she remained close to her mother, Mai, until her death in 2011. Mama made sure that Mai was always well taken care of until her very last breath. As she told me herself, Mama was tough growing up, and even as a child, she never allowed anyone to take advantage of her or her loved ones. She grew up with her 2 siblings, Anarkali, fondly known as Tanti Baby, and Premchand, better known as Windy. Grandpa Windy died at the early age of 41, but Mama held him close to her heart, and even though many of us didn't know him, she kept his memories alive by telling us stories of her childhood with him. Tanti Baby and Mama remained very close and have always looked out for each other. They never celebrated anything without each other, and even as they grew older, they still knew how to have fun and enjoy life just as when they were younger. Mama married Papa Basdev Singh on the 17th of May 1959, and they were blessed with 6 children: Raymond, Dinanath, Helen, Marian, Stanley, and Ishan. She did everything for her children. She made many sacrifices for them, and she always put them first before anything else. When Papa died in 1994, Mama played the role of both mother and father, and she was excellent at this. Mama was an all-rounded individual. She loved her friends, whether she spent time with them at the temple, going for walks, or just hanging out with them. Mama had her own crew: Auntie Mam, Auntie Dora, Auntie Patsy, Auntie Dolly, Auntie Toy, and Auntie Jessie. I remember there was a time Mama was up and about, putting in her daily exercise with her friends, putting us all to shame. Her partner in crime, Auntie Dolly, would pick her up and they would be on the move all the time. Mama loved adventure, and she was never afraid of a challenge. Given a chance to travel anywhere in the world, Mama done pack her suitcase and ready. She loved the outdoors and her plants. Mama lived an active life. She kept herself busy. She participated in community activities and almost never refused an invitation. And she would be coming earlier to help you prepare too. 2 things Mama shared abundantly were love and food. Mama loved cooking. She could make anything as fast as you can think about it. Her kitchen was open to everyone, and her children and grandchildren can attest to her excellent cooking skills. And after you ate, she wasn't letting you leave empty-handed. The one thing Mama loved more than her cooking was giving. Mama gave so much to all of her children, her grandchildren, and great-grands. She gave advice and guidance when we needed it. She took care of us at some point in time, and this care extended outside of the immediate family to friends, extended families, neighbors nearby, and around Woodland. Mama took care of her grandchildren from Ronnie straight down to Ranveer, and she adored Naveen and Zara. She always kept up with the times. We could be generations apart. One day I called Mama. Mama was talking about Facebook and telling me about clothing styles. One thing I would always remember about Mama is that she wasn't afraid to tell you as it is. Mama was witty. She loved making jokes and loved being around family and friends. Mama's spirit was never down. She has been a pillar of strength, and that is how we will remember her. Her enthusiasm for life was great, and she was so passionate about it. She got a bit tired, so God decided to call her home for rest. Mama believed in God. She believed in prayer. She believed that death was only controlled by God. She always said, when it is your time to go, there is nothing that can stop God's work. Mama was the foundation in our family. She has supported us. She has given us so much of herself. She has made us who we are today. She was strong, independent, resilient, fearless, and she loved us selflessly. She has left so much more than her memories. She has taught us so much. She has helped us to grow and nurtured us so that future generations will know her and all that she represented. Mama, to live without you is heartbreaking. You have been such a big part of our lives. We will remember you as the queen you were. You were such a special person, such a blessing in our lives and in the lives of all the people you touched. We pray that your soul rest and Lord Krishna will welcome you with open arms. As we say goodbye with so much pain in our hearts, I would like to leave you with these few words. A limb has fallen from the family tree. I keep hearing a voice that says, "Grieve not for me." Remember the best times, the laughter, the song, the good life I lived while I was strong. Continue my heritage. I'm counting on you. Keep smiling and surely the sun will shine through. My mind is at ease, my soul is at rest, remembering all how I truly am blessed. Continue traditions, no matter how small. Go on with your life, don't worry about falls. I miss you all dearly, so keep up your chin. Until the day comes, we're together again.
Didn't know today would be our last, or that I'd have to say goodbye to you so fast. I'm so numb I can't feel anymore. I'm praying you just walk back through that door and tell me that I was only dreaming. You're not really gone as long as I believe. There will be another angel around the throne tonight. Your love lives on inside of me, and I will hold on tight. It's not my place to question, only God knows why. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight. Always made my troubles feel so small, and you were always there to catch me when I'd fall. In a world where heroes come and go, well, God just took the only one I know. So I'll hold you as close as I can, longing for the day when I see your face again. But until then, God must need another angel around the throne tonight. Your love lives on inside of me, and I will hold on tight. It's not my place to question, only God knows why. I'm just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight, singing hallelujah. Just jealous of the angels around the throne tonight.